Hi, my name is Maura McGlynn, and I'm here today to talk to you about Beethoven Symphony No. 2, Movement 3. So this movement is broken up into two parts. We have a scherzo, we have a trio, and then we hear the scherzo again. And we call that A, scherzo, B, trio, A, scherzo again. Each of these things, the scherzo and the trio, is broken up into two parts. So we have the scherzo, and that's broken up into two parts. We can call that S1 and S2. And then the trio, which is broken up into two parts, we can call that T1 and T2. And then again we hear the scherzo, but this time it just goes all the way through because in the first time through, the S1, the scherzo first part, is repeated. So we hear S1, S1 again. Then we hear S2, and this is also repeated, S2 again. Same for the trio. We hear T1, and then it's repeated T1 again, and then we hear T2 and T2 again. Respectively, in the scherzo and trio, the second parts, which are both repeated, are longer than the first part. The scherzo is in what we call rounded binary form, so that means that in the S1, we hear a theme, which is the following theme. And then that theme, because it's rounded, also returns in the S2. It digresses away a little bit from that theme in the beginning, and then it comes back and we hear it again. The trio is not that way, and then the third scherzo simply goes all the way through and there are no repeats. But we still hear that theme in the S1 and then again in the S2 part. So, all of that is well and interesting and gives us a little knowledge, but to set the scene, let's call that first main theme the night. This is a night. A knight who has recently been given a love potion by a merchant who does not like him and wants to steal all of his fame and the admiration that everyone feels for him, and also his beautiful, beautiful wife. And they're in, everyone just looks up to them and to this knight, and he's lived a brave, glorious, valiant life. But again, this merchant is very jealous of that, so he gives him a love potion that will make him fall in love with the first person that he locks eyes with, which happens to be himself in a mirror. So now we have this knight who has all the fame and glory, but is absolutely in love with himself, like super self-loving, thinks he's cool, and he's kind of straying away from his normal responsibilities. So during the first section, the scherzo S1, we hear him with that theme, and then in the S2, he digresses away from it a little bit. He's doing other things, but then he always returns back to it. It comes back. And then in the trio, during T1, we hear the theme of the wife, who is very confused about what is going on, why her husband has all of a sudden started loving himself and being really weird, which is this. So that would be the theme of the wife. It's kind of sweet and legato, and she's like, "What is going on? I don't understand. Why are you doing this?" So we're in the B section now, and she just doesn't really understand what's going on. And he comes in and he says, with just kind of like, and he's like, "I don't know, I love myself." And then we get back to the scherzo again, where he's still just super in love with himself, and he continues to repeat that first main theme that we heard, the so yeah, that comes back again, and it goes all the way through with repeats, and at the end of the movement, this knight is still in love with himself, and the wife is just kind of unsure of what's happening. But don't worry, because there are also more movements to come. So listen and enjoy.